This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Drive axle replacement. Pull the hood release lever located on the driver's side kick panel. Lift the hood slightly, push the hood safety latch to your right, then raise the hood. Remove the hood prop rod and place it in the slot marked for the hood prop. Apply the parking brake. Chock the rear wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Loosen the front wheel lug nuts, then raise the front of the car and support it on jack stands. Remove the appropriate front wheel. Insert a punch into one of the brake disc cooling vanes and allow it to rest against the brake caliper mounting bracket. Using a socket and breaker bar to loosen the drive axle hub nut, then remove the drive axle hub nut. Verify that the drive axle isn't stuck in the hub spleens. It should move in and out with little resistance. It may be necessary to push it from the hub with a puller. Disconnect the tie rod end from the steering knuckle. Note, it may be necessary to use a puller to disconnect the tie rod end from the steering knuckle. Disconnect the ABS wheel speed sensor harness from its retaining clip on the steering knuckle. Using socket and wrench, remove the ball joint to steering knuckle pinch bolt. Pry the control arm down to separate the ball joint from the steering knuckle. Pull the steering knuckle outward and detach the drive axle from the hub. Place a drain pan under the inner joint and the transaxle. If you're removing the left drive axle, pull the inner joint out of the transaxle. If you're removing the right side drive axle, pull it off of the intermediate shaft. If the drive axle is stuck, it'll be necessary to pry it off. Remove the old set ring from the transaxle stub shaft or intermediate shaft, depending on which side you're working on, and install a new one. Make sure the new ring can rotate freely within the groove on the drive axle. Apply a film of multipurpose grease around the spleens of the joints. Install the thrust washer onto the outer CV joint stub shaft. When installing a drive axle, push it in sharply to seat the drive axle set ring. To make sure the set ring is properly seated, attempt to pull the inner CV joint housing out of the transaxle by hand. If the set ring is properly seated, the inner joint will not move out. Clean all foreign matter from the drive axle outer CV joint threads and coat the spleens with multipurpose grease. Guide the drive axle into the hub spleens. Guide the ball joint stud into the steering knuckle and install a new pinch bolt and nut. Insert the ABS wiring harness back into the retainer and close the retainer, making sure the harness is secure. Tighten the new steering knuckle pinch bolt nuts in several stages to the specified torque setting. Connect the tie rod end to the steering arm. Install a new nut on the ball stud. Tighten the tie rod end nut to the specified torque setting. Install a new drive axle nut. Place a punch into the brake disc cooling vane and allow it to rest against the brake caliper mounting bracket. Tighten the new drive axle hub nut to the specified torque setting. Remove the punch from the brake disc. Add transaxle lubricant if it was drained or if any fluid spilled out. Remove the vent fill cap. Some models are equipped with a vent hose attached to the cap. If so, disconnect it. Using a long funnel, add the specified amount of automatic transmission fluid through the vent fill cap hole. Remove the funnel, then install the vent fill cap. Repeat this procedure for the remaining drive axle. Install the front wheels and lug nuts. Lower the car to the ground. And tighten the wheel lug nuts to the specified torque setting. Unblock the wheels. Release the parking brake.